So, hello students, my name is Satyam Prem. I am from IIT Dhanbad and I have done MTech in fuel management metallurgy and basically I am from Jharkhand, Kotroma, Jharkhand. Okay, so today we will be dealing one of the most important and confusing topic of IITG main and advanced, that is friction. Okay, so we will be dealing with friction. So firstly, what is friction? So firstly, what is friction? Basically, it is the opposing force. It is opposing force which acts when a body has tendency to move or actually it is moving. So what is this? It is a opposing force. Opposing force. Okay. So and when it acts when any body has tendency to move. Tendency to move. What does this mean? Means that it is not actually moving, it has only tendency of moving. Suppose that we are pushing a small box, but it is not actually moving, we are just pushing and we are not able to move it. So the force which acts opposite to the box is called as friction force. Suppose that it is a box and we are applying force here. It is kept on a surface and when we are applying force, but it is not moving. It is not moving. Why it is not moving? Because friction force is acting against it. Okay? So this is friction force act against it. So the force which is acting against any body which has tendency to move actually is called as friction. So, okay, it is the opposing force that has tendency, when a body has tendency. And when we see, when any body is moving, third case, it acts when a body is actually moving. Third case is that when we are pushing any box and it is actually moving, then also some opposing force is acting against the surface of that box. It is called as, it is also called as that opposing force is called as friction. But this time body is actually moving and the force which is acting against the surface of that body is called as friction force. And from where it is acting? It is basically acting from the surface in contact. So what we can tell about the friction? It is a contact force. Contact force. Secondly, it acts tangentially in tangential direction. And third point is that it doesn't depend on area of contact. We will see this in further classes, but basically right now it is a contact force. It acts in a tangential direction when a body has tendency to move or it is actually moving. So this is a friction force. Now we will see the types of friction. So for that, so till now any question? So you can ask. So now we'll see there are two types of friction forces. First is static friction force. And second is kinetic friction force. So firstly we will see the static friction force. as I explained that friction acts when any body has tendency to move. So at that time, static friction force comes into play. Static friction comes into play. So what happens when any body is kept and we are applying force and it is not moving, it is not moving, it is not moving, and but when we are applying force F, the surface also applies a force small f. So this force when body is not moving is called as static friction. And what happens in kinetic friction? Basically in kinetic friction, when we are applying a force F and body starts moving, then also a force applied by the surface is friction. So this time it is called as kinetic friction. Okay? So now firstly comes to static friction. The static friction, basically it depends on mu s. Here it is also depends on mu s and it varies from 0 to limiting friction. Here we call as limiting friction. So what is this limiting friction? This limiting friction is the maximum value of the static friction. It is basically the maximum value of static friction. See, here only the confusion happens. Let's understand this limiting friction properly. Suppose that we apply a force F is equal to 4 Newton, okay, and the frictional force is, suppose that it is 6 Newton, okay, but we are applying only the force only 4 Newton. So the limiting friction of the value is 6 Newton. But when we ask what is the frictional force here, it will be equal to just frictional force will be equal to, it will be less than 6 Newton and it will be greater than 0 and it will be equal to the applied force. So we can tell that static friction is also adjusting friction. Why it is adjusting friction? Because it depends on the force which we are applying. Okay, so and it is not constant. It is not constant. It depends on the force which you apply. But what happens in kinetic friction? Basically, kinetic friction is constant. Kinetic friction is constant, depends on mu k, which is mu k and n. And here, limiting friction, what you call as the value of limiting friction is equal to mu s n. Okay, this is the maximum value of static friction, and this is basically the constant value of kinetic friction. Okay, so we'll see this with example and understand properly with an example. Okay, so we'll be seeing now our question. Let's suppose we have a box of 4 kg, okay, and we apply a force F is equal to 4 Newton. So we have to find what type of friction is acting. Secondly, friction is acting. What is the value of friction? What is the value of friction? Thirdly, what is acceleration? What is acceleration? Okay. See. So firstly, we'll resolve this and we'll make the free body diagram. FB. Okay. So what will be the free body diagram? It is W, and one will be surface force, which is equal to M, and there is a force F, and here it is a friction. Okay, force F is equal to 4 Newton. So first, as we have to find the friction, so what we will find? F is equal to mu static and N. First we will check the maximum value, limiting value of the friction, so that we check if the box is moving on applying this force or not. So we find the limiting friction. What is limiting friction? And here mu K is equal to 0.2 and mu S is equal to 0.3. So here we take the static value, which is equal to 0.3 into N. What is N? Is equal to W. W is equal to mc, which is equal to 4 into 10. Therefore it is 3 into 40 10. So it is coming to the 12. So as we can see, the limiting value of the friction is greater than the applied force, which is equal to 4 Newton. So what our friction will be this? This will be static friction, because what force we are applied 4 Newton and the maximum value of limiting friction is 12 Newton. So here the box will not move, but what will be the value of friction? The value of friction will be equal to 4 Newton. The value of static friction will be 4 Newton. As we have told, this is a variable. The value of static friction varies from 0 to limiting value. It is the highest value of friction. But as force applied is from 4 Newton, so what is the value of friction? We need 4 Newton. And what will be, as body is static, so acceleration will be equal to 0. Body is static, so acceleration will be 0. It's equal to 4 Newton. Okay? And suppose now we see the second case. Understood this? So we will see the second case. Now what happens? We are putting here, we are applying force is equal to 15 Newton. In this case what happens? The value of limiting friction say will be mu n, which is equal to 12 Newton, but the applied force is greater than applied force is greater than limiting friction. So in this case the box will move. So what will be the value of kinetic friction? As box is moving, so here will be kinetic friction. So what will be the value of kinetic friction? Here kinetic friction will be mu K n. So mu K is, we have 0.2 into n. What is F? It will be equal to weight, equal to 4 into 10. Like this, it will be 8 Newton. It is the value of kinetic friction as the box is moving. So as the box is moving, so what will be the value of acceleration? So see how to find the value of acceleration. As box is moving this side, so frictional force will be acting this side. So what will be the resultant? F minus frictional kinetic friction is equal to mass into acceleration. See, so friction is 15 Newton, it is 8 Newton and mass is 4. So from here we will find the value of A, or what will be? It will be like 7 divided by 4. So this will be the value of, which is equal to 1.3 means 7 meter per second square. So here the box will be moving with acceleration 1.7 meter per second square. Okay. So I think you might have now cleared what will differentiate between static friction and kinetic friction. Okay. So what we have learned today, we have learned something friction. Okay. And secondly, types of friction. Like kinetic friction and static friction. I think now you have understood the difference between kinetic friction and static friction. And if you have got any questions, you can ask me now. And for furthers, we will be seeing in next classes. So, thank you.
कहाँ फट गई मेरी भाई?
चल 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 चल
मेरे हाथों की